everybody, it's Dawn the Self-Esteem Queen, and this is another episode of Ask the SEQ. And my twins are asleep, and so I am going to try to do this really quick. Okay, and first of all, I'm backed up, and I'm sorry. I have a lot going on right now, and I promise everybody that I'm going to get to you. I'm really backed up. I'm really sorry. Please accept my apology. Thank you. Okay. The question says, how do you move on or move up or simply do better in aspects of your life when so many people are trying to hold you back? Sometimes people simply make it hard for you because they don't want you to do better than them, be better than them. What do you do when you have to deal with them to get what you need? You know the saying of crabs in the bucket, they pull you back down when you're trying to escape. I hope this is articulated so you can understand me. Okay, I definitely understand. One thing that I've learned, and actually I just had a conversation last night with a really good friend of mine. And if you know me, you know that I don't really call people friends. I can count them on just one hand. But I had a really good conversation with a friend of mine last night. And it's like everybody that smiles in your face, they're not all happy for you. I don't deal with people who don't like me, who hate on me, who subliminally hate on me. I don't care what position they hold and where they would be able to take me to. I've had many opportunities to go to that next level. And I refrain from being in situations where I have to kiss someone's ass. I have to lie to kick it. I have to hold my tongue when someone's rude or disrespectful or tries to take something from me or take credit for something that I do. I really don't like to be around people or situations like that, because then you become resentful of that person or that situation. The more that you become resentful, that becomes your energy. You then start to mess up other things in your life because of your energy with this one situation. So sometimes it's not even really worth it. Let me see. I don't have like that many friends. As much as I would love to say that I have like all these friends that like invite me out to do this and that, like I'm not a loner because people don't like me. I'm sort of a loner by choice. Like people know that if you catch me and we talking about purpose stuff, I'm all about it. And if you want to go to the club and kick it, I probably won't make it. And people just meet me where I'm at, and they choose whether they want to be my friend based on their comfort level of what they'll accept from a friend. Some people are like, I need more from a friend than what you offer. Sometimes I have to give people a disclaimer and say, this is kind of how I am. I am in a good place because a lot of my friends live in other states. So I don't have the pressure of having to see them or, things like that. We can Skype each other. But for some reason, sometimes people in California feel like because I'm here also that I should be coming to see them, even though I live like 2 hours from LA and they don't come to see me. So not throwing shade to anybody, just saying. I mean, I come to LA all the time. They're like, oh my God, make time to see me. And it's like, I'm coming to LA to couple my work together. I'm not coming to hang out and kick it and talk about what I've been up to. And so I don't hang around people who aren't happy for me. I don't hang around people who are only trying to take from me. I don't hang around people who drain me. And I think you begin by stepping out on faith and really saying, I don't want to be around people who aren't happy with me, who aren't happy for me, and who aren't loving themselves enough to help me get to the next level. Like people that are really happy for you and stuff like that, they love you enough to help you get to the next level. People who are like the crab in the barrel type person, those are the people that I steer clear from. Like I always say, if you see the devil, right, or a burglar at your door and they knock, if you look through the peephole and they have on a mask, are you going to answer the door? Probably not, because If they have on a mask, you're going to assume that they're a burglar. If you know that someone has the crab in the barrel mentality, listen, there are people in whatever field that you work in whatever business you're in, who don't have that mentality. And if you're in a corporate America job, right, that's where having different personalities come in. People always get upset when I say, oh my gosh, you should just use your different personalities. I don't have different personalities. There's nothing wrong with having more than one personality, okay? Because you have one when you go to church, if you go to church. You have one when you go to work, if you go to work in corporate America. You have one around your friends, if you're around your friends. You have one around your parents. So people have different personalities. And I think that if you're in corporate America and you're having to use people to get ahead in the corporate America world, then I would of course recommend the book that I recommend to everybody all the time. I'm actually rereading it right now, as always, The Four Agreements, Dama Girl Ruiz. You can't take personal someone else's opinion, feelings, whatever of you, but you can choose who you want to be around. And I used to work in corporate America, sure did, and people hated on me all the time, sure did, because I was very intelligent, I was very articulate, and I was very much into doing my job. I was very much into taking the specified break. I was very much into holding other people around me accountable for that too, especially because I worked in team environments. And there was a lot of like crab in the barrel in that. I didn't take any of it personal. I just learned from other people. You can't get mad at other people and their insecurities. Sometimes when people lash out at you, it's only because they're insecure, or they talk about you behind your back. It's only because they're insecure. Like, if you're seeking truth and you're asking people questions about someone else in search of truth and not just plain gossip, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're talking to people just to gossip about somebody else that they know, you have to check yourself and ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Because that's also a crab in a barrel mentality. Anyway, if it were me, I would steer clear of people who even have that type of energy, because that energy, I wouldn't want to fight with it. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't want to. And there have to be other ways that you can get ahead in wherever you're trying to get ahead. And stepping out on faith, they say all you need is a mustard seed. Okay, do you know how small a mustard seed is? I think I just woke my dog up.